What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Black Goddess, and I'm here with Damn Good Radio.
Whoop, whoop.
Who else we got here with us today?
Jalenciaga the body in the house. Hey, y'all.
Whoop, whoop. Who's Francis out here winning?
Out here winning greatness.
Greatness. You already know. How we feeling today?
I am feeling great. It has been a great day. A nice, chill, relaxed day.
It's hot outside here.
It is hot as hell.
It's hot.
I know, right?
Hot
I carried
and
like
humid.
2 bags and I had a little sweat kind of on that left side.
Okay. So what's up, y'all? What's going on in the world?
Shoot, too much apparently.
What we got interesting going on? Make sure that y'all follow Damn Good Lifestyle, Damn Good Radio, Triad, that's with 3 I's, and PG Lucci. Also follow my brand, the Lovelace brand.
Whoop, whoop.
We have upcoming art shows, fashion shows, so make sure y'all stay tuned and follow us. We also have a YouTube channel. We'll be uploading our podcast too, so make sure y'all stay tuned so y'all can catch up with us, keep up with us.
Period.
And that's pretty much all I have to say right now.
Cool.
Okay, all right.
Cool. Do we want to pick up on what we was talking about earlier?
Yeah, we
can do that.
on that for sure.
So what do you want to call it at? We're talking
We
about
don't
what?
gotta call it anything. We let them call it something.
Okay, y'all. So pretty much we was talking about emotional
Intelligence.
in relationships and the dynamic between men and women in communication or a lack thereof. I don't even know how that conversation even started, bro. Like,
Well, we were just talking about different stories in general where
It started because women like to complain for no reason. No, just joking. No, I'm just.
we about to jump him. We about to jump him, y'all. Carl about to get jumped.
see what be happening
Hey,
is
you see that? We only 15 seconds in.
no, but
Exactly.
you know, for real, I be feeling like men and women we both do this, where we group everybody into one box, right? That's the first like red flag.
Yeah.
Everybody get grouped in
Damn,
a
it's a
box.
red flag.
You get grouped
That's
into.
a red flag, and that's within the community. That ain't even like just
I'm
relationship.
gonna say yes.
But
or
I mean,
no.
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
yes
say
or no.
that's-
There's generalities like you know. There's certain things that are general, like I mean, if it walks like a duck, talks like a
Yeah,
duck, it's probably
pretty
a
much.
duck, so you kind of
And you
generalize it.
bring a lot of things from your previous relationships into your next relationship, which you know
Yeah.
you got your guard up about certain things because certain things happen to you. So like
Yeah.
it's certain shit is a trauma response to dealing with certain
Where you
things.
already been.
Okay.
You're just trying to protect yourself in a way.
Nah, I hear you, and that's yes, facts. That's definitely facts.
Like, yeah, I don't know
think
if you
what
notice,
we
like,
were
every time you're like, oh, women is, I'm like, not me.
Nah, yeah, she was right. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
what, you know what I mean. She's the one.
To them, it's all us. We the
them,
problem.
So to them, I'm just classifying them. Well, I was not classifying them in one category, but to her, she's the one different woman. In the, not just, look. Let's heat it up. I gotta heat it up real quick.
I am.
I can tell.
She said,
You know,
no.
but even when I date men, right, I have to deal with a portion of the dating experience where I'm having to explain, first of all, I'm not her. I'm not where you been. This is somewhere new. You're talking to a woman who's self-aware, who's experienced, and I'm not a child either, right? So I'll be like, give me the opportunity for you to learn who I am.
Right, get to
before
know
you
me
try to
differently.
put these preconceived notions that I'm like the rest of these women. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be my only complaint.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely don't lump me in with other females that you dated because I'm not her.
Yeah, I ain't that. Like,
And this
you
ain't
know.
that, baby.
Say that. Hell. So, I guess what?
Yeah.
What were we saying at the table? So,
Emotional
you're
intelligence.
still general.
Yeah.
Oh, so I think that's what it is. So, when y'all say y'all want a guy that's emotionally available, and I think when most women say is, I'm not gonna say all women because y'all last time I said all women, they was like,
He was about to get jumped, yeah.
But remember,
Goddamn, so I'ma say most
emotional
women.
availability and emotional intelligence is two different things.
But I'm gonna say, but that's to you as a woman from.
So go ahead, sir.
I'm gonna say from a woman's perspective, y'all, a lot of women want they dude to be their girlfriend. They want them to talk. They want them to talk
Absolutely
to them. Like, no,
not. That is not it.
That's what I'm saying. And like, no matter who I talk to or deal with, like, and outside of in high school when like that's all you had to do after school was sit on the phone and like talk. I'm not about to sit there and just talk for hours.
But that's not that's not what we're asking. We're just asking you to like not be a robot and be a man. And it's okay to be a man and express yourself. It's just ways to go about it. And it helps better your relationship when you can do that.
But I'll say a man does express himself, but a man expresses himself as a man.
So what is expressing yourself as a man? How do you do that?
Like me talking right now, I'm expressing myself as a man. See, exactly, but that's not how a woman does it. So to a woman, you'd be like, yo, that's wrong. You're doing it wrong.
Okay, so I'm going to say this, right? Let me say this, right? I don't know who you've dated, where they've been, or where they come from, right? I specifically, and I'm just saying, again, from women that I've talked to in my own experience, it's not that we want you to sit there and talk to us like you the homegirl. That's not what that is, right? But I feel like if I'm your spouse, right, you go to work every day, I may or may not work, but I tend to the house, tend to the kids, and I'm available for you. When you come home, if you need to vent about what you got going on, I'm there to listen and give you my expertise or my advice as your companion, not just a girl. Like, you're my friend too, right? So if we're communicating, I should be able to express to you, hey, this is what I got going on today, and I want you to be able to do the same thing for me, and it be reciprocated. When I'm with my spouse and we talk like the homies. The same way you talk to your homeboy is the same way my man talk to me. Like, I'm the homie. Like, we converse and we got a bond on that type of level. But it ain't never been no, girl, let me tell you what happened at work today. Like, it's not that type of thing. And
the issue is men can't do that. They sit there and they'll bottle it up and then they'll take that shit out on you. And that's where being emotional, that's important.
I hear you, but I'm gonna say this. Say if you on a plane, right?
I don't wanna.
Say if you on the plane, you in the air, and the captain's flying the plane, right? And you sitting there, you know, actually, and you know, you going through some turbulence. Say, hey, we might drop out the air and this shit. I don't know. We should make it. I've been through it before. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The captain start venting all this stuff out to you. You know what I mean? It's typical with flying a plane. It comes with being the captain. But now he's venting all this out to you. Now you kind of on edge. Now you kind of
you're not on edge. That's different. That's like life or death dire situation.
A relationship is life or death dire situation.
No, you've been
no.
That's not the same.
Let me finish it. Go
ahead. Make your point.
Express myself as a man.
Express yourself.
So you know what I mean? The captain sounds kind of panicky, and you a passenger on this plane. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If y'all land, you might consider, you know, probably I should fly a different airline. Probably, and that's what a relationship is as a woman.
That sounds like
you gotta hear. You gotta hear. You gotta let me finish it.
You know that sounded like to me. You gonna get on another airline after you couldn't communicate properly.
No.
Or deal with whatever what I was saying. Now you can't deal no more. Now you got to take another flight.
No. Let me continue. But vice versa, if the passenger
you would rather
calls
just like
the stewardess over,
stay calm and try to work it out.
I'm uncomfortable or something. You know what I mean? They're venting this to the stewardess. It's a different scenario. The captain's not gonna be like, hey, I'm never flying them again. You know what I mean? It's a difference of what communications can be done in a relationship because people are in different positions.
Timing is
expected.
Timing is everything.
People,
if you're the captain, I should be your co-captain. I shouldn't be a passenger.
Exactly. And we're together and we're working with this shit together.
I should be on the side of you. I shouldn't be in the back.
But when it comes to certain types of people, they do their relationships differently. So they're leading and you're following.
I mean, so the problem
I can
is
follow
instead
by
of being
the
equal.
The problem, the co-captain doesn't get
equal.
to choose their captain. That's sorted out by the job. When you are flying a plane, you're choosing, hey, I want to be on this flight. When women are choosing a relationship, they're choosing, hey, I want to be on this flight. They're not a co-captain.
Yeah, so and 9 times out of 10, if you're on that flight, you want that flight to be a smooth flight. You want to have a smooth flight.
And you as a woman
so
are
as a man, you should make sure that this shit goes smoothly.
But you can't,
by
we can't control the weather.
Effectively.
We can get to
yourself like a human.
We can get to the landing location, but I can't control the weather. That I might need to fly at a different higher altitude.
And that's right. So, but you got to know how to deal on all those.
But levels. I don't need to express
you got to know how to
fucking realize the pilot outside of initially when they take off. Okay, we're cruising at such and such speed. We're about to rise to this. Outside of that, he's not telling you. Oh yeah, we about to go through. He's not. Because then people get panicky. And the thing is, you as a woman, you look at the flight and you say, "Hey, this flight is going there. I think this is where I want to be." That's what y'all do as a woman.
No.
In the relationship, that y'all pick a man, y'all choose a man, y'all say, hey, this man looks like what I want, where I want to go.
Not necessarily.
What? So how do you choose a man?
I don't normally.
Yeah,
they normally
friend.
just
go first, friend.
I choose a man, and it's usually because I have a lot of prospects and guys chase after me a lot, so I don't usually have to.
There's a lot of airlines out there.
It's just whoever I vibe with. It's just whoever
I
may the best man win. Whoever I vibe with the most, whoever I want to fucking win. It don't even matter what you look like, what you got, nothing. If I fucks with you, I fucks with you. If we vibing, we vibing. So that's how I choose. Like, because you in dating, you don't just put all your eggs in one basket, do you? You date around until you find out. You date around until you find somebody you're compatible with.
That was a targeted question.
You date around. You date until you find somebody you gel with.
You know.
You gonna date till you find
sometimes
somebody you
she
gel
switch
with.
up airlines. That's what she's saying.
But the captain can't switch up airlines.
But that's when dating, not in a relationship. That's part of dating.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna meet different niggas and you're gonna find somebody you click with.
Yeah.
That's how my last relationship happened. I met him at a party, coincidentally, at his studio, and we wound up together for 7 fucking years. It was horrible. But we got through it, you know.
Okay, so listen, the way I choose is simply off of discernment. Okay, that's the first thing, right? Now I got to find out what your core values are. Now I got to find out, are we on the same page? Have you ever been talking to somebody, right? And let me give you an example, like if you ain't into thieving or stealing nothing, you know what I'm saying? But then you talk to a dude and he say, shit, I would have went over there and I would have stole whatever. And you like, nigga, what?
I ain't on that type of time.
That, right? I'm on that. Our core values need to match. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna get along if our core values don't match. I don't want to have to question everything you think of and what you're doing and why you think like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. At the same time that I'm checking and using my discernment, I need to make sure that that same discernment that I'm picking out, I'm going to be safe with this individual. If I don't feel safe with a man, you're not going to get the feminine.
Right. I need a leader, a protector, and a provider. Right. That's what you're looking for.
At the same time, I understand that some men do not value women the way that other men value them. I might not be a millionaire, but I'm valuable in other ways. I'm a very intelligent woman, right?
Asset.
So if I know that I can't make this individual better than they were before I found them, then I know we don't need to be together. And it's vice versa. I need to make sure that when I'm with this person, I'm going to be better off with them than I was before.
They're going to build you.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Now, we can't do that while you treat me like a peasant and you trying to be the king of the castle, because there's 1,000 peasants out here, but there's only one queen. You understand what I'm saying? So either you're going to allow me that comfortability to be on the side of you and be your vice president or your assistant, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me help. Let me do my job as a woman. Yeah, I have millionaires who hit me up all the time and ask me personal questions, just my opinion, and the fact that I know that my opinion is valued to a person who's already successful. Like, that's the type of stuff that I'm looking for when it comes to a relationship. I'm not trying to be no peasant or one of many, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that shit turns me
yeah,
on.
because I'm 1-on-1, baby.
That's it.
It's one me.
Well, I'll give y'all that. Women like to help, and like I make sure.
Help.
No, because I make sure. Because that's the feminine nature. Women like to figure things out, and the problem is if you don't give them room to figure things out, they start creating problems. You know what I mean? Because
That's
no,
not true.
you gotta hear me. Because women like to figure things out. So
And men
it's
don't
good.
like help.
It's good. No. It's good to give room for a woman to assist you and help you on things. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Because that's feminine nature. And feminine nature is good. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And y'all gotta look. She's trying to see where I'm going. She's trying to see if she trying to see if I'm about to jump down, throw her.
Get them, girl.
Yo, if y'all see the eyes right now, yo, if y'all ever been like shark diving, y'all been in the cage and the sharks were like surrounding the fucking cage, looking. That's the look in their eyes right now. They're like, what you about to say?
Go ahead and say something. Go ahead, say something. I dare you.
Come out of that cage.
dead.
Y'all should see the look right now. It's crazy.
In true woman fashion, I got an answer for you. I do.
Okay.
I do.
Finna argue all day. And now get the last word.
Look, I'm trying to agree with y'all right
Okay,
now.
go ahead.
To leave room for women to help.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. It's good. They love that shit. That women actually, y'all grow to love a person more if y'all could like assist in something. Y'all be a part of it. That's what makes y'all fall in love actually.
Because
like,
it's confirmation that we're making you better.
Yeah.
That
But
we
that's
feel
what-
Feel like
that's
a
what-
part of your life, and we're an asset to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree. I'm agreeing.
But we just girls.
Look, girls. She said, "Come at me."
We just a girl.
Facts. So, what's up? Where are we taking this?
We love y'all dirty draws. I just want to say.
What dirty draws?
And we might drink your bath. No, stop.
I'm gonna say this. I hate the dynamic in the black community with men and women right now. It's just so sad.
I hate it too,
It's
girl.
so
I
sad.
hate it because
you know, I grew up on 90s R&B, so I'm still expecting to this day somebody to love me the way Jodeci loved that woman. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
like,
see where Jalenciaga at now?
No, really.
No, but yeah, I hear
Really?
you.
No,
Like,
but
I
it's a lot of
that hope.
black men on podcasts like really
Dogging.
trashing black women, and it's so crazy.
And it's
like,
about every
why do y'all
little
hate us?
thing.
Why
It's
y'all hate
about
us?
everything.
Is it your mama? You really hate your mama, so you taking it down everybody, every black woman. You hate your sister.
You
Your
hate your
sister used to
mama.
beat you up or something. Like you hate black women so bad. Like that shit be
So
irritating
bad.
to scroll my timeline and just like all the generalizations y'all make about us.
It's like, I ain't gonna
For
lie.
us to be like, and a lot of the times it be in favor of other races of women. Y'all don't even have to do all that. Like y'all don't have to put us down to like them. Y'all can like them without talking shit. Like
Let me
it's
tell you what
cool.
I used to say, right? You know
Like
what
y'all
I'm
gotta put us
saying?
down to like
when-
other women.
When
That's-
black men be like
that shit's so crazy.
Like, black women, y'all do this.
That's why we
I
date
white
Spanish women.
Right. It's like this, right? I don't care. Love is love. You can love whatever complexion. You can love whatever race that you want. Because I've dated outside
Spanish
my
bitches
race
be
too.
crazy too. White bitches be crazy too.
Right. But at the end of the day, for you to say that the only reason why you fuck with this particular race is because of what your own race did, to me, you should be saying thank you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, a lot of the men who have that attitude of I'm only dating this woman outside of my race because black women we didn't want you no way, baby.
You're
Like,
the one. You can only get.
There's only a group. There's only a small
That
group.
was such a
No, listen.
oxymoron.
No. But she's right. She's right. Let her
Let me-
finish her point because she's right.
Let me break it down.
I see where you're going.
Because let me rephrase again, right? You can love whoever you want to love. I've dated outside my race. I have mixed family members. I got a cousin who his wife is white. It's no issue. It's the ones who are like, I'm only dating outside of my race because black women, A lot of those men are egotistical, narcissists, and you got to be with somebody who you can run over because we're not having that.
And they got a micro penis.
And maybe I wouldn't know, but maybe, you know what I'm saying.
They overcompensate
Again, you
for
can
their
love
micro
whoever
penis.
you want to love, but then as soon as a black woman date outside her race, oh, you're only doing it for money. No, you know what I'm saying. How come it ain't because I'm actually being loved correctly over here? It's black men who know how to love correctly. I've never like
Generalized all black men. Oh, I want to date a
wouldn't-
Spanish man, so fuck black men.
I
men, y'all this, that, and the third. Like, I ain't never ever did that.
Into the same
I
category.
love black men.
I do too. Like, I wouldn't dare put all black men in the same category. But I feel like a lot of black men, I feel like black women, we go to therapy way more than black men do. And I know some black men who go to therapy regularly. I got a friend who he told me he's been in therapy for 8 years. He
8
had
years a long time for no results.
no. Who said it? He didn't have no results.
He probably did better.
And that's what I was just going to say. When I tell you the most respectful, he's so expressive. I understand everything that he's explaining to me. We don't have to agree, but there's no arguing.
But it's a healthy debate.
Would you date him?
We are dating.
Okay.
Oh, he's amazing. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
How long y'all been dating?
4 months. What's this month?
It's
August. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. We've been dating for 4 months.
How long you know him?
For 4 months.
Oh, you've known him for 4 months.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Now we're dating slowly. Like ain't no intimacy or anything like that. We are still literally getting to know each other, taking our time because he's dating with intention. He's looking for his wife. You understand what I'm saying? But when we sit down and we talk, it's effective communication. It's respectful communication.
Because he went and got mental health help that he needed.
We know how everybody go back and forth about politics and it started to an argument, big conversation. We don't agree when it comes to politics, but we can have healthy conversation
discussion
about it without nobody feeling no type of way or being all in their feelings or somebody getting upset. And that's with any type of communication. I can get emotional, and he knows how to cover me. Do you know understand what I'm saying? As far as, oh my gosh, she's a woman. Here she go being emotional. It ain't none of that. He knows how to be like, all right, take a breath. If you need a moment, do that. Then let's talk. Let's see what's going on. Simple, right?
Right.
I talk, get that shit out. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So-
And same thing with
Question
him,
in this
right?
dating process, what? Give me a rundown of what you say. No intimacy and so forth. So y'all just talk. Or
What do you
like
mean? We spend
what?
time with each other. We talk. We get to know each
They
other.
just
Everything don't have to be
sexual.
sexual.
Okay. So y'all know what intimacy is for a woman, right?
Absolutely.
Time,
Right.
attention. So he's giving you the currency of what intimacy is.
And I'm
for
giving him the
you.
same thing in return.
But
maybe that's
not-
that. Maybe
not
maybe
for a man. That's not intimacy.
maybe that is for
it's
him
work.
though.
It's work, and I do like for the women I date. I put in that work. That's emotional labor. That's what it's called.
But some men.
But it's not.
But you know how hard
it's
that is for
not-
you to do?
It is. Emotional labor is time. It's time. It is work. It is work. And it's something I do for women I'm dating or talking to or with or my life or so forth. That's emotional labor, but it's like clocking in. It takes time. It takes effort to deal with that emotional. So that's an intimacy for you, but it's not for him.
You don't know that because
that's what I'm
every
saying.
man has
Every
different
man
love
is
languages. So
different.
maybe he likes to serve, and maybe
But-
that's the way he loves.
It is. He's a Virgo.
He does acts of service
Right,
as
acts
his
of
way to
service.
show you that he
But
cares
you know,
about you.
But
Every man has
it's
And
It's
if
a-
you're looking for a
it's-
wife, there is certain things that you have to do in
Exactly.
order to obtain that. So he's doing what he's supposed to do
Exactly.
without chasing the cat, without, you know what I'm saying?
And you know it's real because y'all never fucked. So
Right.
like
But then
it's a
that-
genuine connection.
I'ma
It's
say
not
that-
you're not clouded by I had sex with him, it was good, and I don't want him to
Right.
like the dick is big.
Right.
Like you're not digmatized about it. Y'all got y'all head on clear. Y'all can think clearly about things because y'all haven't went that far yet. So y'all know that y'all genuinely are building a real connection.
Right. And he's a busy
But-
man.
But I'm gonna say real connection. It's three things: spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. That's what it is. So for men and women, once again, are different, and that's not a bad thing. It's good. But the currency for intimacy for a man is that connection. It's a primal thing. It dates all the way back to like primal ages.
I have that situation with somebody I'm dating, but
that's what I'm saying.
but
But I'm just saying the currency, what y'all value as attention. Like if a man's not paying you attention, that's like your girlfriend not giving you sex, and it's not because sex is not meaningless to y'all. It may be meaningless. Like it could.
well, not to me. That's my
but
love language.
sex is,
I like physical touch.
Yes, but for a man, it's a primal thing. If you're a man, that masculine energy, it requires that. So him giving you attention is an intimate connection for you. It is payment to you.
Yeah, it's
But
correct.
I'm
Look,
just
first
saying.
of all, I
But-
feel like it's an even currency exchange because you have to understand.
Like I said,
that he
remember I said you were looking for a girlfriend earlier,
He
right?
set up the boundaries. right? He let me know I'm on a spiritual journey. I'm really in tune with God. This is a man who go to church every Sunday. He don't play about his spirituality, right? So us not having sex has everything to do with that. On top of the fact of what his intentions are with me, right? So we might not have sex, but when he say, hey, I'm free, are you available? And I pull up, we're watching movies. He's pulling out the hookah. We talk about each other's day, what we got going on, and we spend time on the couch, cuddling, holding each other, and watching movie until the movie watching us. You understand what I'm saying? That time that we spent, it could be on me or it could be on him. But most of the time, because he's super busy, he's way busier than I am, and I got shit going on. He's way busier than I am. So when he makes the time, I value the time that he's given because I know he don't have the time. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact that you take the time out of your busy schedule and say, listen, I really like
Make
this
some
girl.
time for me.
I want her to come over through and kick it with me, and that's what we do. So I feel like it goes both ways, right? At one point in time, he was so busy, I feel like we weren't seeing each other enough. Like how you said, women, we crave the attention. If you don't give me attention,
that's the currency.
you know what I'm saying? Right.
That's what y'all want.
But when we first started dating, one of the things that he told me is how there was a woman before who felt like he wasn't communicating enough. They weren't seeing each other enough, right? Me, and he had to stop talking to her because it just wasn't working out. She needed more attention than what he had to give, right? Me, I would never tell a man, especially one that's busy, got businesses, wealthy, and got good shit going on, don't mess up what you got going on because I'm here. If you can't fit me in without it messing up your money or messing up whatever, I would prefer you to go chase your dreams and do what you need to do. Don't let, because I'll feel guilty, you know what I'm saying, if you start slacking on what you're doing because I'm here. Don't stop.
I don't want you to fall behind because of me. I don't want to be a distraction.
Right. Don't
I mean,
stop
that's
the
good.
momentum.
Most women, well, I'm not gonna say a good bit of women don't understand that concept. So typically,
That's why I got like.
So I'll give you that.
You met one of the people I was dating. I took you over there. That's how we kick it because I don't like to stay too long around him because he got a lot of shit going on. So like I might hit him up every now and then and go spend some time with him, but it's not an all the time thing, and I really don't kick it over there that much because he just got a lot going on.
Right.
He don't have the time, and that's why.
Understood.
Yeah.
But one thing to clarify, that way y'all could kind of see it. Say if a man, right, came, fucked you, whatever, good, and then just left and spent no time with you, never touched you, anything.
I've never had that happen.
No, but like hear it. You gotta hear it. And then, a few months down the line, just hits you up there just to fucking them.
I usually have a hard time getting rid of the ass.
Either you leave, but that's what I'm saying. If you experience that would be the equivalent. That would be the equivalent of someone spending all their time with you and them not getting
anything in return.
Intimacy. That is the equivalent. Like,
I just feel like that depends because, like I said, I'm from the South, like Southern Baptist South, and there's plenty of men who they're not having sex until they're, you know what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that they haven't had sex at all, and they're like a 40-year-old virgin. We're not saying that. I'm just saying they've like, listen, is this serious for me? I've even got to that point at times where I'm like, listen, we can date, but I'm not having sex with you. We can take the time to get to know each other and see if it gets to that point, but I'm not just messing with you off the bat, right? So I just feel like it depends on what area of life.
Yeah, okay. I just felt
in my mind, it's like
it's
you don't really like them.
No,
and I hate.
That's not true. I get what you're saying because initially when you meet somebody you like, it's physical at first.
When you're attracted,
you're attracted to physical shit.
You're drawn, and that eyes connect. Like it's not. Oh, let's build it up to there. Let's work on the.
But you have to understand, you're talking about for you, but for people who are going on spiritual journeys.
No, statistically.
It's different.
No, I'm just saying statistically
he's not going to get the spiritual.
Why do you think don't have my spiritual journey?
And that's what I'm saying. Fine.
So I'm just saying, numbers don't lie. If you look at the relationships that actually are like really working or last, there was that attraction initially, like they like them.
I had that situation.
They don't.
I've been in that situation before.
Apart. Now, when you're just business, like it's different between business relations. Like, oh, let's work on eventually getting there. The thing
I don't
is,
think you understand what I'm saying.
you gotta listen. The problem,
I get what you're saying.
The problem with eventually getting there is in between eventually getting there.
I get what you both are saying,
cross
'cause
so
I've
many
been in
people
that
you're going to
situation.
cross across the person that's going to make you like. And
But
that's going to ruin the eventual getting there.
I got that one person. That's my.
Again.
I consider
It's gonna
that
ruin- it's
person
gonna ruin
my
the-
forever
the-
person.
the thing that-
And we
we're
fucked the
talking
first
about-
day we met. Like it was different.
And I've been there too. But we're talking about a group of individuals who are on a spiritual journey where sex is not the main focus. You understand what I'm saying?
I get exactly what
And
you're saying.
Just because the man may initiate that, don't necessarily mean he don't like you. Because please understand, ain't nobody in my face who don't want me. Okay, this man wanted to devour me, but he had to have self-control and say, I made a commitment to myself that because of
So
the
I'm
journey
gonna stick
that
to
I'm
that.
on. Right? You understand what I'm saying? And when I tell you the most respectful out of all the niggas I done ever came in contact with, the most respectful. And if I had to say so myself, he probably has way more for me than anybody who I'm dealing with regularly. You understand what I'm saying? Just out of that. And I've dated men who are on spiritual journeys. I was on a 3-year spiritual journey where I was celibate. I had no sex, but I still dated. Men wanted me and all that type of stuff. And I had a couple who was like, shit, I can't even do it. And I respect it. But you're not going to get my goodies because I'm breaking my own commitment to myself.
Exactly.
And it's going to be me before you. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? I'm going to always choose me
And
first.
if you can't respect that, then you just ain't the
And
type.
you're
You
not
ain't for me.
anyway, right? Now, if you're sticking around, cool. I know plenty of marriages who it began like that. They weren't having sex. They really dated. They really got to know each other. Then it got to the point where it's like, this is the girl for me. Now he wants to propose. And now he wants to take it there. This is the one I want to have my family with. This man that I'm seeing has no children. He's never been married. You know what I'm saying? He's 36, 37. He's looking for that right now. And with his faith on the line, he's doing what he needs to do to have that commitment
put
with
things in
himself.
line. Exactly.
Now, for the other niggas out here who just out here ready to get it in, oh, I'm so attracted to you, I'm ready to da-da-da-da-da, that's a whole nother different topic.
Y'all just lusty and thirsty.
That is what that is. And some relationships have come out of lust.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I see where y'all come from, but
But the
I
one,
think-
if
I
you
think
build your
y'all need to-
relationship purely on lust, then it's just never gonna work out because it's gonna.
See, I think
That's all y'all got going for y'all shit. Is y'all sexually compatible.
A lot of women fail to like. It's the difference between just initial like attraction and then actually like relationship, and it's not the initial sex because there's been people even my wife who I'm with since 2006 like we fucked off rip, you know what I mean, and then a lot of my other
Yeah.
like was off rip, and
Yeah.
it's been a long time. It
And
lasted
I've
a
got
long
that
time.
too.
But there's a difference between someone you just trying to fuck or someone you're trying to be with, and it's not the fact that, oh, I'm not going to have sex with her up front. That ain't the difference. But a lot of women mistake that difference. I'll say that.
It's 2024. I feel like a lot of us women are emotionally disconnected anyway. Not to sound like a slut bucket, but I can fuck you and not ever talk to you again, and I feel no type of way about it.
I don't
because
have that ability.
I do, girl, because
I get so.
Niggas go up and down, flip. Like you never know which way they gonna go. And my
bad.
thing is, and it could just be the Aries in me.
That's
like
bad.
No, it's kind of like a guard.
gotta
Like
do it.
it's kind of a guard to, because niggas
But
just
that
might
doesn't
be.
help you, though.
They
Yes,
want,
it do.
yeah. It
Yes, it
as a
do.
woman,
It helps you
like,
to
it
not
do.
fucking be in the corner crying every time a nigga
And that's the thing.
do some weird
You
shit.
want to
But
say
then
that
how
we're
you
so
gonna connect?
emotional. You're so
How are you
emotional.
going to connect? You as a woman are
No,
an emotional creature. If
You
you're
connect.
disconnected
Okay, so
from
like
your
what she
emotions,
means
like,
is
how are
like
you
she
gonna- how are
she
you
can
gonna
have
connect?
casual sex. That's just what she means.
let
Like
me
with
say
somebody
this.
that she.
Let me say this.
But
'cause he's a man speaking on what
Yeah.
he thinks about women, right? First of all, as a
We
human,
about to debunk your myth.
Yeah, all this man, woman, and you're a woman, so you are emotional. I'm a man. I'm not. That's bullshit. We're human beings, and we all are equipped with the same senses,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Now, how you use your emotions depends on a lot of
And
factors.
yeah.
How you're raised, your experience in life, all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason why there's some men who know how to effectively be when it comes to emotions, and they know how to express themselves, and there's some men that like I'm too tough. I
I'm
ain't
alpha
crying,
male,
I ain't doing
they
shit.
say.
I ain't like. There's a reason for that, right? The same way a man can cut his emotions off to deal with whatever. Women have the same capability, right? If I'm handling business, I'm not crying because my manager didn't do something he was supposed to do, or because this business deal didn't go through, and I'm up here throwing a tantrum. I'm effectively communicating with who I need to communicate with, and my emotions is out of it. I don't give a fuck if I'm on my period. I'm not letting the emotions of my cycle that I've been on since I was 9
Control me.
anything that I got going on, because I know what it is. It's just called being self-aware. Women are way more self-aware than what men led to believe. That's why you feel like, oh, women, you can't disassociate. Yes, we can.
No, it's primal instincts. It's primal. We are
Primal
all our evolution. And as a man, we had like you said, you want a man. You said you want a man that provides and protects, right? Okay. Providing,
lead, provide, protect.
So what did that come with, especially back in days? Once again, all this is baked in, and it's not how you currently feel right now, just your lifetime. This is all DNA, your parents before you.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
You gotta look.
Yeah,
all this is
is
baked into you. That's why certain habits, although you didn't develop it, you have to break it and stuff, because all of it is baked into you. This is in your pre-brain before your brain even started developing how to think. That's why that's why it's in you. That's why your emotions are in you. That's why it's in the man to provide and protect, even in different ways. No, you gotta listen.
Not these days.
You gotta listen. No, you gotta listen. You're not
they want a sugar mama.
You gotta listen, though. You gotta listen. All right, but that's because things are changing. And like I said, like how she said, oh, and that's why I said it's bad for you, because although she thinks like, oh, me disconnecting is good, all it's doing is presenting a manly like image to this man that you're with. So now he's being less. Man,
no, you have to understand. If I disconnect from an individual, right? In my mind, I'm saving time. I'm saving my emotions. Now I don't have to worry about him making me feel some type of way, because I've already disassociated myself out of the situation. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Period. I'm not going back. I'm not. It's none of that. If I do that.
So are you just picking the wrong people? Like what? Like
no, that's not what I'm saying. Right. First of all,
I mean, how do you pick?
No, let me say this too. I'm not out here casually having sex. That's one thing. I'm not out here fucking.
Okay, because
that's
what it sounds like.
No,
that's what it sounds like.
I'm just
like,
what I'm telling you is my capability, right? Have I had to do that before? Absolutely, but I can count on one hand how many times I've had to actually cut a nigga off cold turkey and then run into them 6 months later, be like, you just stopped fucking with a nigga, you just fucked me and left me alone, you make me feel like a hoe. You was gonna do the same thing to
like
me.
a hoe, so
you was gonna do the same thing to me. I just did it first, and now you
mad you got dog.
Now all of a sudden you got feelings.
You mad? The dog got dog. Now you mad.
Now you got feelings all of a sudden, but those are the same feelings that you would have had me endure. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. The same way that a woman can feel some type of way because of what a man did, a woman can make a man feel the same type of emotions. But I've had to hear shit like, it's different with a man, though.
No, it's not.
It's different. No, it's not different. Y'all look at us and say that we're stronger because of what we put up with, when it's shit that we shouldn't even have to put up with.
Y'all say that shit because y'all know the shit y'all put us through, and you know that shit take a tough cookie to get through the shit y'all put us through.
But I say all that to say, I don't just be out here casually having sex, but it is okay for a woman to know how to disassociate herself and cut off her emotions to preserve who the fuck she is. Simple. Men don't want us to do that because they want us to dwindle. Every time you fuck with us and you fuck our heart over, you're breaking us down smaller and smaller, and we don't want to be in that type of capacity.
So to save yourself, right. you do what you have to fucking do.
Right, that's it. It's all about protection.
If you don't, as a woman, you will lose yourself, and you can't.
Like I said, as a woman, you get to pick the flight you get it on. So just pick the right flight. That's
so let me tell you.
You get to pick
let me tell you about a flight I took, right? Let me tell you about a flight I took.
And I get, like, granted, like, shit, what, one time, it was right after COVID. Spirit was getting cheap. It was like $25 to get down to Miami. So guess what I did? I was like, you know what? I'm getting the Spirit flight because why the fuck? I'm gonna pay $150.
And they got drinks on Spirit too.
You know what I mean?
Get drunk on the way to your
I paid that $25 ticket. I got there with my luggage. I think it was like, was it $60 or $80 for my luggage? I can't even remember. I was like, what? I might as well got, and then it was like bunch of, like I ended up paying more than the Delta ticket, and then I'm sitting there like this,
Scrunched up,
looking crazy as hell.
My back hurting before we even take off, and I'm like, I got to do 2 hours like this.
Yeah.
So I get it. You pick wrong sometimes, but
sometimes you don't.
If I keep, just because Spirit was the easier one, and if I don't have luggage, it's cheaper. So now I'm rationalizing reasons to if I continue to pick it. But if I continue to pick that, then it's on me.
But listen though, because sometimes
but if you disassociate yourself and go to Delta,
but to cut off.
But you have to choose wrong. You have to. I mean, like a lot of times you don't choose wrong. A motherfucker know how to pretend. Like it's some real big narcissists out here, and they really know how to play their role
scammers.
and pretend to be who you want them to think that they are, and fuck until the end. No, because this shit is personal. Like this shit is personal for real. Like this somebody really did that to me, pretended to be away for 7 years, and just at a point he couldn't pretend no more, and did some foul shit. So you don't know who you picking sometimes. Sometimes you thought it was the right person because narcissistic people know how to love bomb you and do all this. Yeah, they know how to make you believe that you care for them, and then boom.
But if you're saying 7 years, that's not a continuous pick wrong. All I'm saying.
No, but it was a wrong pick it was a long term wrong pick. Like
it was just a long flight.
It was a long time.
To Miami, you was flying to Thailand.
For real. I was in a relationship for a year. 6 months in, I was like, this nigga fake. There ain't nothing about this nigga that he said real.
That's what my mom kept telling me about that nigga too. She was like, ain't nobody that nice. Ain't nobody that nice. She kept telling me that shit. Ain't nobody that nice. And look what the fuck happened. Ain't nobody that nice.
It's like certain men know that they have to lie and put on in order to obtain the type of woman that they feel like they deserve. Right? And they'll make that woman feel like she's everything that he's ever wanted and that she's the best thing ever, all to obtain, you know what I'm saying? And then, just like anything, you can only be fake for so long before the real person
you can't keep doing it for the rest of your life. Or you become the real person after you got what you wanted out of that person or what you needed to build yourself up, and then you started being the real you because you ain't need to pretend no more.
But that's certain guys. That's not everybody. I will say this.
That's my personal experience.
Most of the relationships that I have been in have been with decent men. They just didn't work out for other reasons. Like, we just weren't compatible. Like, I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, typically my relationships, if they do come to an end, there's no drama behind it. It's mutual. It's, we grew apart. We're going in different places. It ain't no drama behind it. I've only had like 2 relationships where it ended with shit going down.
See, that's why you gotta initiate a little bit of drama so she.
That's what the problem was.
That's
what happened. That's what happened. Like niggas just throwing anything out there, saying anything to try to hurt me. Like we didn't even have to go out like that, dog. Like we never had to go out like that. That's crazy. Like we could have still been cool. You ain't have to do it like that. Like we could have still been cool. Like we could have broke up and still been cordial, but you want to be a dick.
What is it? The pop game where they pop the balloon? Or
pop the balloon dating show.
The girl was saying, I'm a chill individual. I spend my time during the day and I'm with people because she's like in customer service or like a personal trainer. And he was like, she said, so when I get home, I just like to chill and relax. I don't like somebody who's like too much.
Got too much going on, yeah.
Well, no, they're just loud. Got this loud. You know how some niggas just be loud for no reason, right? So a guy popped his balloon. And so they asked him why he popped a balloon. He was like, shit, I ain't gonna lie. I like to argue. I like to argue.
Niggas like that shit. They toxic as hell. Like, they will literally pick an argument with you just to argue.
Have you noticed?
Like, because it's fun to them.
And I just hate to compare, black folks to like white folks and other folks. But have you ever been like watching the movies or whatever, and then like some white folks, they might be arguing. That's not what we do, is arguing. They just have a little back and forth, spat, right? And then he might be like, oh my God, and walk off. And she's like, don't yell at me. Don't talk to me like that. All because his voice got up one octave. I'm one of them. I don't like to argue. I don't like to yell. I don't like to take it there. Because when I take it there, I'm going all the way straight to hell. And we might not come back. So my thing is, we can keep the communication regular, monotone. If we need to go in separate rooms,
We can
that's
do
fine.
that.
But to be straight up arguing and every single day, genuinely, you're gonna make me not like you.
Right, because we could have a conversation like adults. We don't have to sit here
'Cause I feel
arguing
like if
and
you're
yelling
my
and screaming at each
partner,
other.
you're
Because
also my friend.
Exactly.
And I don't be into it with my friends. We don't do that. Now, we can disagree about shit, but you got to talk to me so we can figure it out and move it on. I'm a problem solver. Let's figure it out and move it on. But this arguing and yelling and stuff, nah, because like I said, I'm going to say some shit that I can't come back from.
Exactly.
It's going to be over with. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that toxic shit, wanting to argue and go back and forth. Stop arguing with me. Come fuck me.
fuck the attitude out of me.
You hear me? You
Do
mad.
that. Slap me
Let's
out.
go to this bedroom.
Right.
Show me how mad you are.
Y'all hear how to do it, right? Right. There's a key in there.
That's right.
There's a key in that.
That's right. That's all.
That makeup sex be good.
You hear me?
That's why that's when your woman arguing. That's why she really be arguing.
Because she wants some dangling.
Unless she arguing for
She wants some cane dangling.
We want to prove a point
She
and we want some
either
dick.
arguing to get closer to you or further away from you, so you gotta figure that out quick. She heard it.
You can tell by how loud she get when she talking to you.
No, see, I can't do that because I'm the type, just like how I'm doing now. So we've been arguing for like 15 minutes. Are this over with? Can we go upstairs now?
All right, like what we doing?
She
Like,
said it's foreplay.
You trying to lick this cat?
Are we done? I don't.
Trying 69? You trying to do me like Melvin did Jody Mama?
You hear me? You hear me?
She had jumped across the room.
Right.
Yeah.
That's on the bucket list. You got to
You
do me
hear
like
me?
Melvin did Jody Mama.
Make me grow a garden so I can sit outside with my wine
Taking
and
my
tune y'all
tomatoes.
ass out.
Yeah.
Yup. For real. But
Give me some of that call for your mama. Call for your mama.
I still love my niggas. I love black men. I
Me
just,
too.
you know,
I never dated outside my race. That's the crazy thing. Like I never dated a man that
Me
wasn't black.
personally, red and yellow, black and white, they all precious in my sight. You know
Now
what
see
I'm
the
saying?
Latino.
I like them blackity black.
I like them
I
Nigerian
don't
black.
Baby.
discriminate. They
You
just
hear me
gotta-
with them pretty
they
teeth.
just
Super
gotta be
tall,
hands
black,
over
black,
heel
black,
for
black,
them.
black. Big ass.
I act right.
Oh, I sure will.
My thing is
One got me in a chokehold right now.
ooh,
Real bad.
Ooh.
He got me in a chokehold real bad.
Well,
He know it too. It been 10 years, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Cause he my man, even when he not my man.
period. I got one in a that's well. Do he got me in a chokehold? I got him
Damn.
in one.
That man got me in a bad chokehold. Oh my god.
I don't want to say what it is. He ain't watching because he old. He don't be on here like that. But
I don't know. It says some of
Yeah.
the viewers is 45 to 56. That's about like
that's my age.
12% of
That's
the
what I
viewers.
like.
You might be in that 12%. I
I
don't
like
know.
them like that. I like them little old. I like them seasoned, honey, because I just feel like if you not, I know a lot. Not saying that I miss know-it-all. People do call me Miss Know-it-all, but it's just because I like to read, so I know a lot of shit. But if you can't teach me something, I don't see the value. You could not have it all when it comes to like financially, but there needs to be something you need to be able to teach me. Life skills.
I need because when I leave a
advice.
relationship, I need to leave a better person with more skills. You need to have.
Why you
I
leaving?
need to have left with something.
Oh, I mean, and it ain't about leaving. It ain't about leaving.
I mean, but because eventually, you know, everything don't last forever, and you know, relationships
Right.
don't work out. But by the time, I mean, at some certain point, I should have learned something from you and taken something from
Right.
you, wisdom, why anything.
Like the guy I was dating, he's 13 years older than me. You're almost 50.
Bro, I thought
and
you were
don't-
about to say 13 years
No.
old. I was like, yo,
I
what
ain't
the
trying to
fuck?
go to jail.
Cut.
I'm not trying to go to jail.
Ain't no Chester.
No, we ain't doing none of that. But no, he's 13 years older than me.
Old school,
And I'm just even in conversation, I can say something. He's like, oh, I didn't even know that. And I'm like, how, nigga? You've been on the planet longer than I have. And it be common sense stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm like, okay, it's more than you just not being intelligent. You really a dummy. Like, you really don't
Like,
know
you-
shit that you should know being on this planet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And-
And there was
yeah.
nothing. All the stuff that I'm telling him and teaching him, I wasn't even getting that back. You can't tell me or teach me nothing, but I'm supposed to let you lead. One thing about it is, I don't think women have a problem with letting the men lead, but we're not going to let you lead us to nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? You can't lead me to no bullshit and I know this wrong. Why would I be in a car and we headed for a brick wall? I'm finna jump the fuck out and let you crash into that motherfucker by yourself. Because I've been trying to tell you.
Back to the plane analogy.
I've been trying to tell you to turn that wheel. I've been trying to give you advice and tell you which direction is best. But you would rather crash us in this brick wall just to say, I'm a man and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're not doing that. No.
Yeah, niggas will take you nowhere fast.
Real fast. Real fast.
Look, that goes back to the plane analogy.
Here you go with your plane analogy.
Because it comes down to it. It's so perfect.
That's why we need to be the co-pilot and not sitting in the back.
But
y'all need us. To make a long story short, it don't work. Your life won't work without women. So love us and protect us. Protect black women. Love black women.
And we can make you better. We literally know how to make you men better. Now, you selecting from the women that you select from, because I tell people that too, right?
But men can only, like, unless they're faking, men can only pick from the women that are coming after them.
Right.
And so that's why it's the plane analogy again. Now, men can pick from other women outside of that, but it's a fake relationship. It's
okay, well, not even. Okay, so let's take picking out of
women. It's called I call this the handkerchief analogy, because what women always say, I don't chase, but women have always initiated from the beginning. They used to walk by with their little handkerchief. They'll drop that shit.
That's some white woman shit.
You
ain't
even let me finish. You ain't even let me
George
finish.
Washington.
And then the guy would pick it up and be like, "Hey, ma'am," and that's would be her way. And if he didn't do it, it's plausible deniability, because that's how women approach situations. They give enough leeway to be like, "Hey, I like it," but they're not taking the, "Hey, come over here." Like women leave plausible deniability. That's how it works. That's how any true relationship works.
The same.
And y'all thought about it too.
No. I just listened, right? So because the same way you gave that analogy. First of all, like she said, that was the 1920s. Okay.
Back in the day.
Right
was
now,
given the primal.
No. In the 1920s, we was damn near still slaves. Black women, black folks, we wasn't doing that shit. Men was coming up saying, "Hey, miss, I like you.
Off as slaves.
What you got? Mm-hmm. That's who I want to marry." Even over in Africa, if you go back to our own spirituality, we ain't have no damn handkerchiefs. We over there in huts and with our tigers and lions and bears and shit, and our men that's in our tribe. Mm-hmm. We ain't dropping off no handkerchiefs.
But women
as little children in Africa, they are already being put together. 5-6 years old, them families know when they get 18 or get 16 or whatever the legal marriage age was for that tribe,
then they're
going to be together.
Marry them all. Mm-hmm.
Period. That's just how it was. We ain't dropping no damn handkerchief trying to hope for a man. No. A man let us know they sweet on us. We might play a little hard to get, and depending on how hard he want us, that's when we gonna give in.
And I'm the type of bitch, you gotta show me some interest. You gotta show me some interest, because I don't.
There's a weird thing.
I don't
happening
usually
now.
look for dudes. Like, that ain't my.
Like I told you, there's only one man who I've ever shot my shot at. Right? I'm 36 years old. I've never shot my shot before.
Never had to.
This.
Yeah,
it took me hours to figure out what I was gonna say, how to get this man. I literally didn't even know what to do.
Because that ain't what the fuck we do.
Because that's not our job. That's not what we do. I'm so used to men pursuing me. That is
exactly.
The chase.
That's what I just said.
That's
I ain't never had to chase no man.
Right.
I want it, because they usually have an interest in me.
I'm pretty sure there's women out here that they probably, and the only way they gonna get some attention from a man is if they shoot their shot. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't a part of that group. I don't know nothing about that.
I usually attract men when I'm not paying them no fucking attention. When I'm not paying them no attention at all, not looking at them, not nowhere near them. That's when I usually get their attention.
That's when you grab the most men, because when you're not giving a fuck and not caring about shit in the world, you just going on about your business.
So then niggas trying to be seen, they gon'
crazy enough. That's when you get the most women too.
I believe it.
It is.
I believe it.
It is.
But it's being a woman who's I've only shot my shot once ever. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing where a man will do everything to get my attention, phone number, contact information, and then I might be hesitant, or I might say, oh, okay, and then give him that information, and then we might talk a couple of times, and then all of a sudden communication slow down, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Well, you need to be chasing me. I'm not chasing nobody. And I'm like, whoa, first of all, I thought we passed that point. I thought the chase was to get my contact information to see if you and I are compatible. Now it's, well, I called you, you called me. Well, I'm not calling you because I called you the last time. And like it's getting petty. You know what I'm saying? As the years are going on, and I'm not used to that. I'm not gonna ever chase no man. I'm not gonna ever do that. If you're the leader, man,
then do your job.
You need to lead where we going.
Do your job.
That was a twist.
You have one job. Do it.
I'll start contest with a woman dry, like she ain't into you, bro. Like
a
woman that's
dry?
into you, like she going, hey, what's up? Like she
gonna put the extra Y's on the end of the hey and shit.
Like you can tell when a woman's like
into
you, and you're not gonna have to keep reaching out to her.
She's into you if she putting extra letters at the end of the word.
A woman that's
into
emojis.
you
makes shit easy. When y'all trying to get, she makes it easy. You ain't jumping over hoops and shit.
Nah, for real.
But if I'm these men can be busy, but women can't be busy. If I'm busy and I can't text you
if you want a man to,
you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is,
I always if I'm interested in a nigga, I'm gonna make it cute and I'm gonna make it cute and quick.
But that's what I said.
That's a conundrum, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can I let a man lead if I'm super busy?
But
if you met me as a woman who I've got businesses, I've got children, you know what I'm saying? I travel to handle my business, and you're busy. You're a businessman, and you're busy as well, right?
Y'all can never be together.
Not necessarily. Hold on. That's why there should be effective communication in the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. So I've dated businessmen, men, and those who are really busy when I've been extremely busy, and we make time when we can. But we're both headstrong on, I can't stop my bag, and you know you can't stop yours.
And that's why it can't
work.
But
you have to understand something, right? Business people get together all the time, right? If I'm too busy making money, but that's the only way I can sustain for myself, but you're going to not talk to me because I'm busy out here making money, one of two things need to happen. Either, like you said, it's not going to work, or you need to say, hey, I got this. That way you can spend that time with me, or you can give me the attention, right? That's the only two ways it's going to work. Or we're going to have a commonality and common understanding that you're doing business, I'm doing business, we'll link when we can. And that literally works. Like, I've never dated a businessman who was too concerned about me being too busy or not available when
because
they were.
He's busy.
Right, because they're busy.
I got to ask the question so it goes into perspective. Are you and these businessmen together now?
What do you mean?
Like, are y'all together now? Because
I'm dating one.
Are y'all one?
I'm dating. Why am I dating multiple businessmen?
No. But that's what I'm saying. You by what you said.
I've dated
at different times.
What I'm saying is someone has to be less busy. Too busy people can't work. It doesn't work no matter how much you say, let's try to make it work because we understand we're busy. It doesn't work. Someone has to fall into someone's frame for a relationship to work. I mean, if someone has to fall into their schedule, they have to be able to go with them to places. Two people like, hey, if this person's traveling all the time and their company's there, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work no matter how much fairy tale we want to say it should work. Or both.
It won't work.
Y'all can understand each other.
It would probably end up working.
It's okay. Y'all can understand each other, but understanding doesn't make a
even a lot of other shit is missing when you're completely
it doesn't
busy.
Make an effective
even with the busiest people, right, that I've dated, are business minded or business people who got shit going on, right? Mm-hmm. If we stopped dating, it was never because we didn't have time or we were just too busy with each other. Again, other things come into play.
But it stopped. What I'm saying is you don't have to calculate why it stopped. The fact is it stopped. So the things that don't work, and the things that work. The things you should focus on instead of why. All the whys that didn't work, the ones that did work, why is this? And the reason why relationships do work is because there's one busy person and one person that's able to fall into their schedule, which is less busy.
Yeah, see, I don't like. Okay, so like,
And you
prime
may
example.
not like it. We don't have to
No,
like
it
the
ain't even
reality
that.
of it,
Like,
but it is
like
reality.
one of the businessmen
You know what I mean?
that I stopped talking to, right? You're busy, I'm busy.
Mm-hmm.
But the times that we have available to see each other or talk to each other, the type of conversations and the things that he was saying to me were really disheartening. And it got to the point where I was like, this ain't gonna work. It had nothing to do about time management or somebody being too busy. We were both extremely busy at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But conversation, just like I said, when somebody's talking about stealing something, you ain't on it, you like, what? So I'm getting to know this individual, and I'm noticing he can talk my ear off, and I'm a good listener, you know what I'm saying? I definitely love to engage in conversation. But if we're talking for 5 hours, and over the 5-hour conversation, I'm hearing you saying things that I'm like, that don't go with my train of thought, that don't go with who I am in the inside, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on with my shit froze. But like, that was the reason why it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It was something else. It didn't have nothing to do with you being busy.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say,
now we didn't make it far enough.
No. I'm saying, but had he been less busy, you probably would have found that out earlier, right?
No, I found that out immediately. I just kept giving that man the benefit of the doubt every time we started having conversations. Like, you know, the first 2 conversations, him talking the way he was talking, I was like, because I dissect when people talk to me. So I'm listening at what's being said, and then I'm asking questions, and shit just went, the math went mathing for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Look, did
like,
y'all give him that look, the shark look y'all was giving?
Hell yeah. What you say? Right. I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, I had to
Go
clear
ahead.
that up.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what we started scratching our head when she.
And then eventually I was like, yeah, I just don't see us being compatible. Like, I love a busy man, because if you're busy, you're getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying? If you're busy, your mind is still moving and turning, and I love that. Like, I love that shit when it comes to men. Like, let me know that you a thinker and you like to process shit. And,
That's
you know what
I'm
like,
real big on people that can have a good like men that could have a good conversation with you, like without small talk or some talking about some bullshit. Like, one of the guys I date, he's like, there, I can go sit over his house and we can talk about some smart shit or some shit. I can learn.
That.
Yeah, like, I love him being able to have conversations with men that are smart, because it's not very many. It's not very many smart men.
It's not.
Or women, but that's another topic for another day.
But yeah, again, I love men, and I ain't gonna lie, I am one of those. Like, I can tell. Like, there's a guy who I'm head over heels for, and I've adored him for so long. But I also know that he comes from toxicity. He comes from toxic
And he
relationships,
don't know how to do anything
and he just does not know how to. He doesn't know how to communicate, and he wants love but don't know how to give it. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're used to only giving love a certain type of way, and then, you know, when you give love a certain type of way, it comes back to you in a
So
certain
what are
type
you
of
heads
way.
over heels about there? Is that what you like?
No. We had a lot of commonalities, like when we first met. What?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
You
talking about,
said all that, and he said we have a lot of commonalities.
No, I'm saying the commonalities had to do everything about like where we came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're from the same state. You know what I'm saying? His music background, history, his family background, my family background. Historically, we just had a lot of stuff that was in common, and we hit it off like that's the homie. But then when it came to a relationship, he one of them ones you like to pick fights just because you feel like in how much I argue reflects on how much I care about you. But I didn't come from that. I come from, if you argue with somebody, there's pain and hatred and shit behind that. You know what I'm saying? So for you to just pull something out of thin air and say that there's a problem when there's not a problem, that causes me anxiety. That causes me depression. That causes me to be less than who I am, you know what I'm saying, when I'm not with you.
Overthinking about shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't worth it. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, it was just different. But again, to me, for somebody who is self-aware and you know that you haven't been loved correctly, but you're not self-aware that you're not loving other people correctly, I looked at it kind of like a fucking project. Like, okay, well, let me show you how a woman can love you correctly. But you can't receive the love, the correct love, because you're so used to getting it the incorrect way, and that's what he's comfortable
That's
with.
what you know as love.
Right. And that's something that a therapist can fix. I can only do so much. I'm a mother, I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I'm all these things.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a brick wall that some men put up, and they think that this is right, period. This is how I feel, and this is how I think. So this is the right. This is how it is. And there's nothing you can do to get past that brick wall. What I know how to do to get past the brick wall is go around that bitch. Sometimes you have to leave people that have you fucked up at. And that's exactly what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting phone calls. You love me so right, and you're the only one. And
Yeah, I know. You lost one.
you know that. I'm glad you know that. But I can't put myself in a position.
Why don't you help the man out? No, I'm just joking.
No, seriously.
That's how they be feeling. Like,
That's how they be feeling.
We ain't your mama, and it ain't our problem.
Because
And
in exchange of me coming in and giving you the love,
we not your mama.
in exchange of me coming in and giving you the love that you feel like you deserve, I have to be a doormat. I have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to
allow you to.
I have to allow
I have to
you
break,
be.
let you break boundaries
No, if you-
and all that other
hey,
shit that I stand firm
love
on
is-
just to love you, and I can't do it.
From who?
I can't do it.
Dr. Ryan Teraban said, love is the humiliated, self-exalted. So if you really love that man, that's what. No, just
No, hell no. Hell no.
Bree mad right now. She said we ended this.
It's never struggle.
Fuck that nigga.
Never struggle with a man, y'all. Never ever be with a man at his lowest and help build him up. Because he always gonna fucking, when he get on his feet, he gonna treat your ass like you never did nothing for him.
She's mad right
That's
now.
what happened.
I'm
telling y'all, this is my experience. I don't want y'all to go down the path that I went down.
But you don't want them
That was horrible.
Experience.
I was so depressed. I didn't even realize I was depressed until it was over, and I was like, a weight has been lifted. The dark cloud has moved. I didn't even know what it was. Like, you really can lose yourself in a relationship. That shit's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
You really can. Then as soon as you get out of the relationship, you got to figure out how to build your own stuff up by yourself.
You got to get to know yourself again.
All over again. But, that's why I went on my spiritual journey, because I was like, I was attracting men that I had no business even allowing access to me, right?
Exactly.
So I was like, I had to get down to the root of it. Like, okay, so why am I attracting these type of men? All the men that's out here, these are the group that I'm attracting to me. And it was because of my own perception of what self-love was, right?
Yeah.
So I disassociated myself with all of them, went on my spiritual journey just so I can get to know me again. Like, who are you when you're in a room by yourself when it's just you and nobody else around? Who is that person?
Do you even like that person?
Right, do you like that person? And that's what I had to do. I had to get to a different place. Child, the 3 years of my spiritual journey, now I'm attracting men of higher value. Now I'm attracting men who know how to communicate, who
on your level, equal up here. We're here.
Completely different.
We're here.
Completely different.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say this about, because you say spiritual journey, and that's one thing I've come to know across the years, and it's a spiritual saying. It's I am that I am. You know what I mean? Because that's all you can be in the moment. In that current moment, you are your current experiences, what you currently feel, what you currently think, what led up to that, and that's who you are until you have more experiences. Mm-hmm. But it's the same for you, but it's the same for the people that you come across. So it's hard to say what is good or bad at the moment, because you may be at a certain point in life, someone else may be somewhere else, and just as you are who you are, they are who they are, and that's all anyone can be at that moment, because right now only now exists.
Right, but then that's when you have to be mature and you have to make grown-up decisions and say, okay, I'm not where I had to take a step back, right? I know the type of men that I'm attracted to, right? And if there's any point that I come across a time where I feel like I'm not up to par to even get those type of men to attention, I need to get myself together. Like, I can't be, I guess you can, anybody can dream, but if let's say I'm working at McDonald's, no dick to nobody working at McDonald's, but if I'm working at McDonald's and I say I want me a millionaire, that's unrealistic, right? Not saying that a millionaire can't fall in love with a McDonald's worker, right?
I say
we
that's
can say
the
it can happen.
it's easy for. Okay, go ahead.
But I would rather like I'm in a data analyst program, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, data analysts make 6 figures a year. All right. I know that when the next time they have a conference here in Atlanta or a conference down in Miami, and I go to that conference, I'm going to see eligible bachelors who are in the tax bracket that I prefer, because I'm in that same realm. You know what I'm saying? To get the type of men that are a little bit more prestigious, educated, know how to have a conversation, things like that. Now, if I'm working at McDonald's and I'm going to the club every fucking weekend, them type of men I expect to attract. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's levels to this. Like, I ain't never been the one to be like, I'm broke, but I need me a millionaire. Like, that doesn't financially even make any sense. Business-wise, that doesn't make any sense. I don't want to be a liability to a man.
I want to be an asset.
I want to be an asset. You know what I'm saying? So if I know that I'm not in the place mentally, spiritually, financially to attract the type of men that I know that I want, I'm going to take the time to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Now, I might play in between, but I'm not taking that serious. Once I get to where I want to be at, that's when serious relationships come about. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, sometimes people just need that spiritual break to get themselves together. But I never understood asking for companionship of somebody who you're just not qualified to be with.
So,
exactly.
Question: do y'all think? So this goes back to the busy. The when you said 2 people are busy. Mm-hmm. So if you're at a convention that's with other people are at this convention with you, they're likely on the same level as you, right? And you want a man that can teach you. How much can you possibly learn from him if you're both at the same convention to learn the same thing? And in that same thing, man, like teaching these things to women, giving them room to help them. Who do you think is easier to date? You that's at the convention with them, or the McDonald's worker that has, like, she only can work 40 hours a week, so she has a lot of time to dedicate to what he's trying to do?
I'm saying, well, first of all, if you're working 40 hours a week, there's still a lot. A lot of data analyst workers work those hours plus.
That's a full-time job.
It's a full-time job. Now, there's levels to data analysts. If I go to a data analyst convention, there's going to be data analysts who've been doing it for 25 years, where I've been doing it for 1 or for 6 months. There's going to be others who... what do you call it? Their level in the company is higher than just being a data analyst. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm always going to be in the same circles as those who do know more than me. There's got to be someone who put on the convention. There's got to be those who are going to be speaking to teach those who are new in it. And then there's also going to be those who are already experienced. So my options that I have at that convention is going to be very wide.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's going to be very wide.
It's a lot of potential there.
Right. Now, I would rather get with somebody who is just as experienced or more. You don't have to be, like the top head guy, but I still need to be, I'm new in the game. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here.
So
I know people who would have
you.
Never took their data analyst program because it's too much for them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then I get here and I get into this space, and yeah, we know that men are physical creatures. You see me in my little business dress, my business attire. Oh, she's a data analyst. And black women, we far and few in between when it comes to the data analyst game. So I'm already sticking out like a sore thumb. Ain't no telling who looking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking about all type of stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna get my man, honey.
He gonna come to you. You don't gotta chase him. He gonna come to us.
They gonna come. Now, like I said, it ain't no dig to nobody that work minimum wage or whatever. You get it how you live.
But you usually date people that's on your level in certain ways. It don't have to be completely, but somebody who's close to, with knowing, close to your level, so they can understand you and what you have going on, and y'all can better work together.
And I love for a man to Christian
Because it would be
grade.
hard to be able to date somebody who doesn't understand what you do, and now y'all are having conflicts all the time because she doesn't understand that you're busy and it's a lot going on and it's conflicts of schedule. So you want to date somebody who will understand it, wouldn't you?
Understand I'm busy, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the only thing I see different.
But it would work out that way.
It's like if she was in the same field as me, I think it would be more conflict because I think.
Do you? Okay, so you think that
we would have more back? There would be more back and forth. Like, no, you should do it this way. No, you should do it like, you know what I mean? If you're in the same field.
if you're in the same field, I think you wouldn't think that's better to date somebody in the same field.
No,
as you?
you're more likely to try to. It's a subconscious thing. You'll try to compete. Like if you're both, like say if we were both accountants, right? And you go about accounting service. Put it like this: when I was good at math and science, okay, but I could do the math in my head. I didn't know how to do the work to get it out. So the teacher would be pissed or think I'm cheating. Or like, no, show me the work. You got to show me the work. And I'm like, that's not what I know. I know the answer is this because of this. The way I worked it out was different, but it was a conflict because although we both came to the same answer,
They did it a different way.
No, it should be so because you're both knowledgeable in this. There's
yeah,
going to be that
hit,
bumping heads.
that
There's going to be
core memories.
That's what I'm saying. So it's different when you're once again that McDonald's worker who's free. Like her time is more free, and also she's not subconsciously, even if it's not consciously trying to compete with subconsciously, she's not going to be like, no, you should do it like this because she's going to be like, oh, he's not doing this. Let me just listen to him. Let me hear that. So it's different. Someone that's in your field, there's that subconscious competition.
I had that problem in my relationship too, where okay, so like we do similar shit. So a lot of the times we would bump heads because he felt like his way of doing things would be better than my way or faster than my way. But I didn't see anything wrong with the way that I was doing things because it wasn't anything wrong with how I was doing it. It was just the way I did it.
Mm-hmm. So it's that
But that
subconscious
person
competition.
They just didn't
And because you
agree with how I did it.
Because
and
you
so
like
they
them,
would
each
get
person.
upset because they would feel like I wasn't listening to them or they get upset because I didn't do it their way. But
And each
my way
person
works.
wants to-
So what's wrong with my
and
way
each
was
person
my
wants them to see
argument.
it
Like
the better way.
if the way that I do it works for me, why is that a problem with you?
And see, okay, so I got the same situation, but backwards. And this is a true story, right? Two couples in a relationship, okay? One is working, one wasn't, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He was working, I wasn't. He kind of gave I don't want to work vibes anyway, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, he did it, okay? We just moved into our first apartment together. We had lived together before, it was mine, but we moved into an apartment together.
Mm-hmm.
I had just given birth, okay? Fast forward, I gave birth in October. By January, he no longer has a job. You know why? Because I had got hired at a job.
So he felt like that was a reason for him to not have a job.
I'm finna just be, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Okay, you quit your job. The job that I started, this is back in the day, they hired me at $8.50 an hour. A month after being at the job, they said, all right, here's what we're gonna do. If you want to be a pharmacy technician, we're gonna have the pharmacists and the nurses teach y'all. Once they teach y'all, we will pay for y'all to take the test. You'll go from $8.50 an hour to $15.55. So you know what I did? I went to work 2 hours early just so I can take that class. I passed on the first try, made $15.55.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm making enough money to take care of the bills, not struggle, none of that, okay? I do that because you quit your job. So I have to make up for what you're not
I gotta
doing.
pick up your slack.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. Now all of a sudden I hear like we're fussing and it's you put yourself on a pedestal since you got your certification. I said, nigga, I ain't got no choice but to be on the fucking pedestal. I'm the only one bringing in the income, right? You're in. When he said that, I knew he was in competition. But how you in competition and you ain't even running? You ain't even running the race. We on the same team, supposed to be running the same race, and
But
you're not
sitting
doing
here
that.
thinking you being a.
But you think
you're jealous of me.
You're saying I think I'm better than you. You're not working. You're not doing nothing. And I'm looking at it as I'm doing this for us, the family, right? But meanwhile, you're in competition. And I've been in multiple relationships where my successes are frowned upon, but you're not doing anything. And it's just like, you got the same opportunities as me, if not more. Because not only am I working and then trying to make a way for myself, I'm doing this for me and the kids and for you.
So
and,
niggas always try to find a way to try to humble you because like you can't do that. Because I'm doing this for us, so like...
Right. You're not doing anything. I'm picking up the slack for both of us. I'm wearing the pants,
making
the
sure
panties,
you eat
I'm doing
and got
everything.
fucking
And
heat
you're
in the house.
complaining.
And you...
There shouldn't be no complaint. There shouldn't be no competition. I never looked at my spouse as competition. But then that's almost like when you had that homegirl, y'all been friends all this time, and all of a sudden she say, you think you're better than me. You like, bitch, what?
No, you think I'm better than you, stupid
right.
ass bitch.
Yeah. You've been competing with me this whole time. And meanwhile, I wasn't even competing. And niggas do that in relationships too. And
That's what happened
it's kind of scary.
My friends, you got to come around, you with my friends, you was acting like you was high and mighty with them. No, the fuck I wasn't. That's how y'all feel.
That's how y'all perceive me, right? Yep. So I feel like when it comes to where you are career-wise, what type of money that you bring in, and the dynamic of the relationship that you have, it's a real slippery slope. Because with women, it's like, do your thing, but don't do too much. Don't do more than me, because now it's a problem. You know what I mean? I do like the dynamic of being in a relationship where my man is more experienced, more knowledgeable. That's why I like the older ones. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been on this planet way longer than me. You should have got way more accomplished than I have since being here. And you should know more. Yeah, you should know more.
They should, but they don't.
Now, there's
41 and retarded.
And don't know nothing. That's scary, girl. That is scary. And when I run into somebody older than me and they act like they 20 and like they don't know anything.
Yeah, like, boy, man, when you gonna grow up?
I'm like, I'm scared. Like, I now feel unsafe. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, but yeah.
But yeah. Did we reach all the talking points today?
Yeah.
I think we had a good TED Talk.
Yeah, we had a good TED Talk. That was a good conversation. Getting the male perspective. My phone done died, y'all.
Well, guys, thank you guys for listening. Again, I'm the Black Goddess 777, and make sure y'all copy your tickets to Night Swim on the 30th because I will be there.
Period. It's your girl Jalenciaga, the body. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Jalenciaga _the THA_body with an I, not a Y.
Who Francis? We in there. Like somewhere.
You be talking like you shy.
Let's
And
go.
that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Ooh. Good. I got
Me too. Yeah.